Mamencha same free Messi in sense no. After one Laporta day in 72 just say Barcelona from paying for decided say say the new Spotify company Barcelona for etimiye Messi statue edisio na ebuana Messi so mo hye nanimonyam no aba ye nsem bebre e wo Barcelona no power de ho nsem bebre by according to one Laporta or say the Spotify company na Barcelona for baba bisi no omo try say betima Messi a club legend ne statue edisio na omo have design be yusu omunya design ni wi a ombe try say ombe be engage Messi ana Messi abusua se omugi tuma na afede omatimi e de Messi ne statue no de asiwo e wo Barcelona eye Spotify company na omoye nsisi wo ho no. I think oye Barcelona fan what is our story we ya menya sure say orebe ho weni beji say a long last club legend kese te say Messi Barcelona for decided say ombe anane kese pa abron betima unveiling his statue e wo Barcelona stadium ho kwaku in 2009 ana Barcelona mpanyim for unveil Kubala ne statue e wo Barcelona oye club legend kesia Barcelona mu history untimi nyi Kubala emfem free de obeye ma Barcelona from 1951 eba 1961 as a player then as a coach ye tro Barcelona history ye di Kubala edin edi shape in 2019 Barcelona mpanyim for sa unveil Johan Cruyff ne statue e wo Barcelona omo company ho and obi bia o follow Barcelona bia nim say ye ka Johan Cruyff ye tro Barcelona bakosema untimi nyini mfem free how obesisa nneoma wo Barcelona as a player as a coach philosophy identity are Johan Cruyff edema Barcelona e ka hu bi anene Barcelona edidi Johan Cruyff ne philosophy ho on the building the 14 pillars of Cruyff edema Barcelona omudiswa say Barcelona ababe one of the best clubs e wo wiase enti say Barcelona for e unveil Johan Cruyff ne statue it make a lot of sense because of the Obayama Barcelona. And it's a what check Kubala, what check you and Cruyff. Say ene one Laporta say another player was say ye timidin a statue edisi Barcelona Spotify company wa e Messi akwa to me it make a lot of sense. Nyansa e wo mbebre say Barcelona decide some be sad and diama Messi. Say o tro Barcelona bakosema there is no way so betime you Messi dey free. Barca abakosem no entimi nya complete without Messi obie ni ho beka Barcelona ombo Messi din ewu enti se ye ka the history of Barcelona Messi a history no untimi nyi mfam free Messi de obeye wa Barcelona no e ma Barcelona history no eye rich uye ni free wa Messi na nkasa as a player na brabo no Barcelona ka ho se Messi tinase na otro ono ankasa na brabo a ontimi nyi Barcelona mfam free how are Barcelona for be fa no akrake to from Argentina omode ne ba Barcelona bobo konim ne first contract on man sign wo paper napkin so at the time Messi yare na ontimi engro ye how are Barcelona eboa Messi e ma fide yare na ha no nyina na sutwa ye omutimi enro no e wo La Masia ne first game edema Barcelona senior side na achievements ne records and in the last game e wo Barcelona Messi susu no or kan wankasa life story a Barcelona epe key role e wo Messi ankasa life story enti kwaku Barcelona ne Messi de eye 5 and 6 untimi ntro Barcelona bakosem abra obeyi Messi afrim ana Messi susu untimi ntro na bakosem obeyi Barcelona susu afrim enti eye two parties a omo nyina no omo na ba bi faako ba onim se kwan a Messi fa so free Barcelona anya Barcelona for supporters no dodo na ade by unim the major reason why sene one Laporta say I was say omoye statue de Messi I was the new Spotify company to assume unim the reason the first reason why it make a lot of sense Messi ni historic influence if it is here Barcelona there is no single player ni historic influence ebro Messi so yete Barcelona in 1899 ebesine player bien wa or say historically ni influence I was so saying Barcelona kwaku yete Barcelona besine player ben na abo matches dodo pa dia ma Barcelona Messi yete Barcelona why na ashe goals kese dia ma Barcelona Messi yete Barcelona why na agi nkuru akese obebo Messi din individual records for La Liga why Messi individual records ewo Europe Messi individual records ewo international level Messi yeka awards emu edu ewo wiase a de waje kese edi enimonyam aba Barcelona why Messi. So Messi historic influence yete Barcelona no single player and what's our influence in Barcelona Messi. So to me the first reason why you make a lot of sense Barcelona one Laporta so be statue de Messi no Messi historic influence over Barcelona no single player and what's say Messi.
Come a question and person me bisa say Joan Cruyff and Messi omumienu why na what better legacy Barcelona.
On say you and Cruyff no the coaching eka ho
but yen kan nyina mfamfo say Messi so abo yes be bree
on say Barca no so onye fair to Messi
okay
because you and Cruyff no obe coach Barcelona eyo no ana La Masia ho no na La Masia ho ne ho no eye mfuo nuoma na na omdi gu ho eye you and Cruyff ana be yes omo mfanya academy eye you and Cruyff and try say total football no mo ball Netherlands no omo mfambra Barcelona eye on na be building the dream team omo dominate European football for the first time enti de ma you and Cruyff mo Barcelona amfani si from na apart from football no coaching aspect ne ka ho so say what do you and Cruyff de na eba Messi a onye fair to Messi because Messi on be ye coach mfama Barcelona eye ball no anama Messi legacy na ye kese
you also agree say Messi ball na all ball no aton Barcelona globally.
Oh, but
beyond football, no crano. He said the influence of the total football on the Barcelona game. Messi as an individual, we born now all born so Messi, I carry Barcelona D. I could be and Canena Andrew.
I want to hear my second point.
Okay.
After sa historic influence, now me say no single Barcelona player, and historically influence also say Messi no. The second point I make a lot of sense. Say Barcelona ebeye sadi and yama Messi no. The global impact and brand.
Very well.
Yete Barcelona. There is no single player globally. What peja Barcelona brand say Messi. Messi also will see a kind. How I will grow ye. Ne ball na obo. E we asiba accept no. Eba ma Messi be ye global icon. Some Messi global icon na wa be ye no. E making sure say ebe man nkofo bebre na ba be support Barcelona. At the brands be brave about Barcelona, Barcelona financially. Ebo Barcelona bobuku no. Meji to say at the time ana Barcelona that form. Barcelona for ko fa Ronaldinho buy. Ronaldinho be ma Barcelona be ya akono. Ema nipa dodo na be support Barcelona bobuku no. Ba kwaku. Sa global impact a Messi wo Barcelona no me who play obi. And apart from historic influence no, ni global impact I was through saying any Barcelona player then identity or the Barcelona. We are talking about Messi who defining an era. Where's our longevity no? Yabo Barcelona pe hwana na yebebo ni din. Messi din an yebebo. Na nsempo kra Barcelona Messi nsi ankama Barcelona no. Okwa Barcelona official store. Omo da so ton Messi jesi anko photo ni bebre. Enti kwaku sa work the factors we nyina aba together. I think say one Laporta mo. Ade no person me yedema Messi no. It make a lot of sense and
statue nkwa.
And I make a statue ni kra eswa by for now no.
Say you want crave you move on the stadium kakra and nkwara ni use.
And I make sure say on say if you want answer ni akotu. If you want answer ni akotu so for once o me decide so be yes ade no. Me ogidie say omo onu ma kese krom person me yede she Messi no monyam because Messi deserve sade because Messi legacy no inspire future generation both players then supporters. So to me it make a lot of sense for Barcelona some be sad no Messi die Barcelona minim player or also say Messi I just say for about be twa die Messi aye no but for now you tell Barcelona die Barcelona ye Messi kwaku World Cup qualifiers no qualification no e bi course be bree e wo e bi brem na Europe ma me sha say free Africa die no on say so far 9 countries from Africa e can qualify e die wie abro mo top your group. So now I was set teams so mudi second no na omo points na was no omo kobo playoffs enra ye witness 2 games. Nigeria SA 4-1 against Gabon and Cameroon elusu 1-0 against DR Congo. Mama sha say free Nigeria game no se wan hwe game ni bia kwaku beka se Nigeria for no enya total dominance over Gabon because of the 4-1 score line. I just say wan hwe bi score line ni betime deceive na a very close game those Nigeria e win here ade abo Nigeria omu take advantage ni say Nigeria for ability to create a lot of chances and no and a separate you among Gabon because between these two sides na Nigeria for ability so betima create chances no I was through bebree esen Gabon national team no and Nigeria for share with a strong and a good squad omo line up omo de share no top players ni nyina bobio Ademola Lookman a boy Victor Osihmen a boy indeed a boy Alex Iwobi and Dems sa top guys ni nyina si kind of Nigeria but kwaku the first 45 minutes nanka was Nigeria killing game no. The first half it was all about Nigeria. Nigeria dominated Gabon for in the first department of the game. First half no adia Nigeria for decided somebody any say. Omo be force Gabon for am move centrally. No more Nigeria for not taking advantage of the wide areas. No more your crosses diaba because two players leading Nigeria for attack. Eye Adams and Victor Osihmen no. So we crosses now your long balls are in terms of a high balls no on betima pick it. So the first half, I Nigeria for decided somebody any say. In no attacking build up no, I was see a numbers are fin centrally. So almost first phase of almost build up in the midfield. Almost benya branch friend say indeed, and Alex Iwobi. I was the first phase in their midfield. And say indeed and Alex Iwobi. And as a Nigeria for a year build up, almost first phase number say. Then the second phase of almost build up no, Lookman and as Samuel Chukwueze. Kwa kuminu mienu say Ademola Lookman and as Samuel Chukwueze. Omo pebo omo pe wings no more. By end of first half no ade Nigeria use ni say na mse na omo pe numbers in the midfield. Anytime you be omo build up no, omo Ademola Lookman and Samuel Chukwueze e move centrally e be the second phase of omo build up in the midfield. Na Victor Osihmen and Adams e lead the final line no e we nim ho. So omo attack bia in the first half. No munya numbers indeed wo ho Alex Iwobi wo ho Adams wo ho Lookman wo ho Samuel Chukwueze and Victor Osihmen and the force Gabon for say omo mbram finfin and the creative spaces Edema team and friends in Nigeria omo a fullbacks no Bright Samuel on the right side and a Sanusi on the left side and omo ye crosses no so first half alone Nigeria nya 6 shot on target entina nka was first half no kwaku Nigeria 4 killing game no but was na adia Nigeria for ne lacking ye say omo ntimi en utilize omo chances no first half na Nigeria for chances eba no also utilize it.
Throw the mouth mo pass bibi
Messi. And Gabon so goalkeeper no first half no. A crucial saves with power. Victor Osihmen saves we or team here no. So first half no was all about Nigeria. And your bar second half no Gabon be take over. And kwakunim dem Gabon take over no. The performance of Mario Lamina in the second half. In the second half Mario Lamina be dominated the midfield. Once na indeed ye di kan e the yellow card. Entina fi indeed intimi emphasize aggression in Nigeria. And Mario Lamina ebe take over in the midfield for Gabon. In the second half, Gabon and dominate here. Don't say Gabon for a mistake. And Nigeria for a punish you more. But now which na second half Gabon for ne bona na bibia show say on bet match mo can and the same Mario Lamina ebe nya sa go ne de ma Gabon for require 1-1. But you extra time no. And team friends Nigeria take over. But you be we game no. Sa 90 minutes no. Okay Victor Osihmen opportunity no. Sa opportunity ne ba ni kwaku nim se sanka Nigeria efrima anka Victor Osihmen nko Nigeria fo ni beku no
kwame
unse obi anim se Victor Osihmen ye clinical enti oni goalkeeper either say ube beat goalkeeper no ube place ni ye ana Victor Osihmen ko say no enti pressure ba no so ana o trendy but the good thing here say extra time no ana Victor Osihmen be share 2 goals editing anim so o check two countries now. I believe Nigeria for no me better than Gabon. Nigeria for deserve. Cameroon so elusu 1-0 against DR Congo. Kwaku game back one nipa dodo na wo gidi ese Cameroon be wini because of individual form na Cameroon individual players be enya obi te se Carlos Baliba form awum e Brighton Mbuemo form awum e Manchester United so no mo hope se on bet me use sa players ne form no e dey qualify e dey acquire the final. By every pen game now, and our branch friend say in Bemba, enya the winning goal, Edema DR Congo. Kwaku Cameroon for Ankasa blame mo. Few opportunities e buy no, or meant to me utilize it. And football no, a true stage be saying your movements are very important. Movement ne ba capitalize movement no. And to Cameroon for Ankasa movement ne buy no meant to me utilize it. kakra na dia Congo nyae no ana ba ko na Mbemba epem de she etimi de ball no to atenem no and many age de ama Mbemba unim the reason why unim say enra na eye no 100 game edema dia Congo national team ni dia Congo national team Mbemba wabo games ne kwa 100 on ye most capped player e dia Congo history. There is no single player wabo more matches abra wo she dia Congo and national team jersey no. And the man make kind pay, you know, 2015 AFCON. Yako AFCON in 2015, one country na more players or more form was DR Congo. Robert Kibiaba. Goalkeeper no she go na no the top pim form no. Ombenya Kasusula. Kasusula. Ano ombenya Imbukani. Yannick Bolasi. Na Mbemba Kasa squad ne ho. Enti upe player ba ko a wasom DR Congo manager na yo no enti enra obo ne 100 game. Edema ne country senya agua ama o ma qualify to the final no ye heard ye Sunday omne Nigeria ba kosie so Africa ne nura Nigeria ana dia Congo so eko uko Europe so a kakra bi me share France a game on boy 4-0 against Ukraine me no ka say France so qualify e dia call FIFA World Cup 2026 a o mo atop o group o ma qualify a o mo nya 13 points e was our group nim kwaku uche group na e so clear say France for ebe qualify enra Mbappe able 2 goals say wenya 400 goals e won e career mu a I think e good for Mbappe by kwaku adenti no obi anka Michael Olise asem born na Michael Olise body season no for Bayern and for French national team eye me yasen ko form fa big recognition and from Michael Olise onim say no game no say France for be attack bia na creativity ni was Michael Olise. Enra de na obo the left side edema Ukraine no. Michael Olise tete no. And adia ba kwa kwakumani age Michael Olise ni say ne say na ability so betima affect game. Se player timi affect game a ojebo a or authority and power. Enti otimi create otimi shego. And Michael Olise jebo on the right side. Right wing row ho. Otimi air affect game. Obkati inside about right side on so half space or influence game no and they say an ability I say otimi influence game no osoro in terms of creativity then goal scoring ne form no osoro say a couple players or more from this season kwekwa wasen ko for twa brand friend say Michael Olise ne performance this season osoro Ireland SA2 Portugal and Shebi the last 2 games for Portugal our FIFA World Cup qualifiers no wabo 2-2 against Hungary Anna enwa wase lose 2-0 against Ireland. Men ko blame Portugal say Portugal team ne nyade. In a way, Ronaldo red card need me affect you mo. Enti ase ewu. Bankwaku. Ireland ko form fa Ireland credit him fa mom. E pese me no di nkomo ki tu ebi wa. Football time ye bobo football. Ye wo di oye favorite. Se ne Portugal ne Ireland be si akan ya. Eye so clear say Portugal na your favorite. But my cut time with that number say the fact say we your favorite na say automatically we win. Say what to turn your ya we benya results happy. Ireland for ni hu say omo ntimi ni Portugal mbie mu mbo. Ente wo say defendi. So the first thing Ireland for ni e nkwaku ye say ombe use ade e kan say boss protection. Football ye ka boss protection a defensive strategy a team no ebe use say omo penalty box no mo ma opponent and create chances bebre no mo ma opponent ni she goals e wo mo penalty box me na kind of boss protection so the first thing me hu ye na say Ireland for na boss protection Portugal for attack here or Ronaldo or Joao Felix or Bernardo Silva or Vitinha or Joao Neves omo fullbacks ne ba omo numbers definitely ombe create ombe time bio team nim enti yen protect your box no en no mo ye lose concentration yen lose the shape and your defensive balance here lose. Kwaku first example. Yabo how many minutes? Ireland 4 players do Ireland players do send a omo penalty box on 10. Where your first yanko baby
plus the goalkeeper.
Omo protect him for box no. Yeah. Mami the second example. 10 players so. 3 minutes no. Mami second minutes. Where so you say?
There's still a no protect each
second example nipa 10. Yeah. Now my last example because of time. Pacho we say 9th minute.
Yeah, the same. All obia.
First 10 minutes. Every single Ireland player a protected boss and you kind of boss protection. So your ball game ni no na Ireland for goalkeeper. Why just one save? Among Portugal ball just 5 shots on target. So the first thing you need to do is credit Ireland for how we protect your boss. I know when so to mean be Portugal form ball. And you win ball ne Portugal for ne ball meaning bebreno. Unbelievable space behind. Yemfa ball into a mechi. Near you so quick attacking transition. Yemfa creative chances. When him say Diogo Costa. And no ye 5 saves. Na enye Diogo Costa and commercial Portugal bebre.
Coach ni kind.
Oh,
what's never saying commercial Portugal bebre.
Diogo Costa ye 5 saves apart from 2 no conceding no. And almost say clinical. Enti enra de Ireland for nam de credit be mo.
Okay.
And Norway SH 4-1 against Estonia. Kwaku Norway for no enra hwe line up no. Ombo 2 top. Na eye Solots and Haaland. Uko Europe says here. Country bakwa or strikers are omoma boss presence and a boss dominance. Norway for ka ho. Solots na ho den pa ye inside the box. Haaland na ho den ye inside the box. And to 2 players are omoma boss dominance and a boss presence. And to the here ni say supplies in the day ebeba. And they most likely say I am a ya for Italy. I am a ya.
Playoff.
I am a ya. And you most likely say no way be qualified.
Right. Big G.
Kwaku.
Yenantie.
Kwaku qualifiers na ba so no. Ma mention here from hono na fe me mehwe 1 or 2 stories be in a club football. France game no mo boy no. Kylian Mbappe finally atimi a share 400 goals. 400 career goals Kwaku. Na ye bicha Kylian Mbappe say does he think that he's among the best when it comes to goal scoring? At the time I watched the 400 goal. And Kylian Mbappe say, "You won't call for," and I say, "You will be on my watch 950 plus." Obi to watch 900 plus. Into a new Kylian Mbappe, there, baby. Ojina says, he's thinking about getting like 400 more. And sana ye count more when she goes kesiye. Ewo football more. Obi timi aka no aka ono ne ho. Edi aka ho bi. Eno ene ne target. It is good to Kylian Mbappe who say nkrofo bi won anim. Enti ase so ye adwuma no timi catch sa nkrofo no. Eye pa. Bakwaku, the reality is that looking at the rate at which Kylian Mbappe she goes, and in the age of war, and the number of goals are washing no. Say injuries bebre ama na Kylian Mbappe effect no ye consistent. Possibly the kind of throne that Cristiano Ronaldo ni Lionel Messi atena so ache no. Kylian Mbappe nso betimi akwa ascend this throne no after so mumu enu ni honom. Kwaku Cristiano Ronaldo at the age of 26. To say Kylian Mbappe at this time. Now Cristiano Ronaldo with 213 career goals. But then, one of the greatest goal scorers in history. Cristiano Ronaldo has around 953. Lionel Messi at the age of 26. To say the Kylian Mbappe we are. Now Messi was 348 career goals. But look at Kylian Mbappe age compared to this. At this age, Kylian Mbappe has goals at the Chamumia Nuna. Abra no motiso no Kylian Mbappe. It is Mbappe to also at this pace and rate. No are consistent. And likely say again Cristiano Ronaldo ni Lionel Messi ayeno. Kylian Mbappe betimi ayebi. Kudos to him. That goal scoring form our pick from last season. Translate ya baby rem this season. Or sans with the rem with the boy the French national team. Na kwa ku player ba kwa enra France game no ho ye me nwanwa pa. Kylian Mbappe born homoding. Kwame aka olisi the kind of performance or dynasty. But one player that really surprised me was N'Golo Kante. N'Golo Kante ball our born in at the age of 34. N'Golo Kante any exactly 1 year since we the last game, if not for another game now, and the French national team. At the point, now N'Golo Kante come friend because the age Kosro. Wakopim was Saudi Arabia until gradually. Yeah, you know the free national team no more. Unfortunately for the French national team, Tramani also pick a very good form. And the French national team and so akwa. Aside eno, only nya available in so be ba. No babe shame no see a kind of the French national team. And I have to Sadia N'Golo Kante. And now look at the performance he gave Edema France. That dominance in the midfield Edema the French national team. Kwaku enra long balls and N'Golo Kante boy. 100% long balls and N'Golo Kante body man the French national team. N'Golo Kante successful dribbles was 100%. On the ball, the most passes on the field of play or completing 84 passes. ɛwɔ game ni mu ɔbɔ passes kyɛn obi a ɛwɔ park no so wɔ mfimfini hɔnom owie no ɔsan so de assist baako ɛde taatoɔ eti N'Golo Kante at the age of 84 ball a expect free nkrofo bi hɔ a ɔmo ntimi mmɔ mfa mma yɛn no ɛyɛ few players ɛna timi nya this kind of age na ɔmo ma a master class of a performance said N'Golo Kante de baayɛ no. And personally, now me surprised with the kind of performance. Actually, me that saying the honor, say form is temporal but class is permanent. N'Golo Kante is in the class of his own, and the performance and against Ukraine, prove say he's that kind of player. Moving on, there are a lot of going reports. European media, and I said the media space in Europe, say player friend is Rodrigo Goes. I bet person will be free Madrid because onya playing time. Na oya Rodrigo and also nuanu Rodrigo me sure say when ibeje say akwada ni be free Real Madrid. Personally, it is not because Real Madrid team no enti na me pesa akwada ni free o, but akwada na nkasa career enti na me pesa free Real Madrid. Kwaku nipa mienu bi ko wia de on fruit no mu ko wia ye ba ku wia anka na ba ku wia kube ana efuoru na be che omo efuoru na be chi nipa mienu no so omo di bone but onyo obi ahwe na emum fruit bi a wate bia no anase ade bi a wate bia no wa ma kwan na obete wa wia enti de wate no onya ohwe na emum mene ne kofie de wate anka no try so obe mene ne de no because of you say ne de nya de bi aso bia but the one na de wate kube ne start is wo so because onum se kube no eye den a wontimi mene da enti na cheso no ne de papa nde be no de be ye no this dipa mienu am idiom ho nkomo no me di situate player friend say Rodriguez and after Rodrigo Goes and Vinicius Junior kwaku hwe ball Vinicius Junior about the Real Madrid level or rise to the extent that at the point no Ghana for Ballon d'Or ye yi nipa omni bobo wo wiase pa miensa ye both Vinicius Junior din de ne ka ho say he's a good player e wo wiase. Even the Ballon d'Or Rodrigo put to date, there are a lot of people who feel that it was a stolen verdict. Nipa nanka de ne sefata ne say the man pay Vinicius Junior. That is the kind of level a player ne rise to. And Real Madrid bobo kono sa branch no no rise to that level. Say ye we are so many bobo pa e bebo ni din dia ka ho today. Aya den so obenya matches ni bia about Real Madrid bobo kono. A thought that will be all right, but there are problems and the kind of treatment I dey man no and said that star player or Real Madrid bobo konim because and nipa wa be the go to man dey Real Madrid Kylian Mbappe. Eti Vinicius Junior no ono na bobo dey chen Rodrigo mpo. Look at the kind of treatment the man or Real Madrid bobo konim. Now how much more Rodrigo no ne ba Madrid on mo knew the status of a Vinicius Junior. That is nipa mienu no mko wi ade no. Vinicius Junior de na yanka no. And Rodrigo de yekube no. And for me, at this stage of the boy's career, me pina nanka wa free Real Madrid bobo konim. Now, o free Madrid na hina oko. In command eba from the European media and they say there are 4 Premier League clubs omunya branch and the services omo pay. Teams 4. Tottenham, Manchester City, Chelsea and Arsenal. These 4 teams. First of all, I mention free Tottenham. You look at the Tottenham team with no disrespect. Baby Rodrigo abobo akwa could do no. Oko Tottenham bobo kono benya biabo eyampa. But from Real Madrid, say we nya club biagpa, say we nya club time bi obey consistent in the Champions League. Obeba Champions League ni bi. Say ontimi nyimpo betimi de wa ben ho. Entimi few say Tottenham bobo kono. Entimi offer ade ne mfa ma Rodrigo Goes. It is a Rodrigo. Tottenham being metram at free listening. I am never going to join. Number 2, Manchester City. Rodrigo, I am not going to join Manchester City. With no disrespect to City. But the ain't I mean joining Manchester City and Pep Guardiola mpo. Kwa kusa me you know anyadi amefa Rodrigo because Rodrigo favorite position na yefa. The left wing. Nanseng Manchester City bobo kono. So who player ba kwa wa peja wa Manchester City obo ball pa de mo Jeremy Doku. Position be na Jeremy Doku bo. It is the left wing position. It is a Pep Guardiola as a coach. It decided so obeko. No akwa fa Rodrigo de number so Messi kan fa Manchester City a. Oba be start here. Ebe halt the progress and performance of Jeremy Doku. And the kind of form of brand na peke. Any baller all bono. Rodrigo Goes has that kind of status. Our football mu change Doku. But Doku form this season need no. It's a better player this season than player friend say Rodrigo because Rodrigo at Real Madrid onya bi mompo ne hu de obetimi aye de aboa club no. Enti Doku peja na o peja no. Me Pep Guardiola me nkonko fa another player mfa ne ma. Say ono ne mra me yi Doku mfi ho. Na inside Doku progression and performance and the kind of form I want pick it. But anka Manchester City there, the kind of status a player they were consistently playing in the Champions League obey here sa club there. And City na your best team obey me offer the side no. But for the sake of Jeremy Doku, me Pep Guardiola me mfa no. Now two teams are possible. Senka Kodani bet me joining a Chelsea ni Arsenal. Or Chelsea Bobo now with no disrespect to any player. The Chelsea forward line in terms of status and the class. Rodrigo Goes was through the chain any Chelsea player in the forward line. Say yes, Stivayo. Say yes, João Pedro. Say yes, player by Liam Delap. Gittins, Garnacho. Or was through the chain will be even Pedro Neto. The left flank of a Chelsea Bobo kun Hamon Ebo. A Garnacho and Gittins. Or bet me a boss our position up on here at any of these two players. It is all joining Chelsea perfectly. A man that opportunity a consistently obey your game living swabo. And then Arsenal to see a Bobo. That flank, no to so bono. Why the boss our flank na Martinelli? He is a better player than Martinelli. In terms of status, I was so the chain Martinelli. It's the clearly. So joining Arsenal Bobo no so a bebo abrantiano. I'm an team yes, I can watch the year. It's the Chelsea Arsenal ever providing a game time now obey here to get to the best of form. Now you the Rodrigo and maybe near who Real Madrid Bobo Kunim. But for City and then Tottenham there. Especially Manchester City, and can only hear the right place for the player. But me Pep Guardiola memfano based on the Jeremy Doku reasons and the former Jeremy Doku apeke. It will be few so bet you see any team. A branch anywhere either Arsenal or Chelsea. No one peke back because Real Madrid Bobo only there clearly. Vinicius Junior Mpo and I do no money. Now Rodrigo Goes. A better sa kwa be free no be join the club at time bia obenya bia bokweku.